Hello everyone, and now welcome to Game 5 in a series between Sting and Grubby. Game 5, the deciding match in the IEM Singapore Finals. On the top left-hand side of the map, we have Sting spawning as the red Terran player. Meanwhile, on the bottom right-hand side of the map, we see Grubby as the blue Protoss. And what is this? Grubby may actually be going for a proxy gateway. Alright, we've seen Sting so far go for very, very greedy economic builds. And with this proxy gateway, if Sting perhaps goes for his traditional command center first at 14, this may be an auto build win. Otherwise, Grubby will be the one at a loss, as we now see Grubby is going for a very, very greedy 8 gateway here on Ohana. Alright. The key question, what is this SCV going to do? The SCV is actually going to return back home. Nope. What is it doing? Oh, Sting. Wow, it looked like Sting had a change of heart all of a sudden and decided to go for a barracks first. And that one decision may be the difference between victory and defeat. Probe now making his way around the map. What is the timing? We are going into a refinery. So Sting not going for a very economic build at all. And this is definitely a psychological game between these two players. Grubby perhaps was expecting his opponent to go for a much more traditional or a much more economic greedy build, but instead we see just the opposite. Sting going for a very, very tech heavy build, now also throwing down a pylon here at the ramp. SCV battling it up against a probe. The probe now wandering away, and what this probe is looking for is there gas? And now that he sees that gas has been established, his heart is sinking a bit. SCV, did it spot the gateway? No, it did not, but he spots a zealot. And this could be a potentially huge, huge factor as the SCV, oh, is it going to be able to block? Beautiful, beautiful positioning there as now we see a zealot inside the main base. Bunker is being established, and Grubby, who I do not know, who is not known as a cheese player or a heavy pressure tactic player, is now forced into a situation that he may not enjoy. All right, Marine now trying to slip away. There is a probe there. The probe cannot take too much damage. The probe perhaps can even warp in and get some damage here. Supply depot seen that 19/19 supply block. The zealot now trying to reinforce again as more zealots are still reinforcing. 3 zealots inside the base. If this supply depot does go down, this could spell absolute problems as SCVs are now trying to come over. Zealots now looking to take down the supply depot. Now down to 21/27 supply. SCVs are now needed to be brought over as well. And what is going to be happening here? The supply depot now is getting repaired by SCVs. Zealot on the wrong side there as the SCVs are going to get taken down slowly but surely. One zealot does get taken down. Another one goes down as well as we now finally see a third zealot taking its place. Harvester count is now 13-19. And now we see Grubby, perhaps if he just retreats and is able to, if he's able to retreat, he should be in a very good position. He has the economic advantage, sitting at 20 probes over 14 SCVs, and all he needs to do is just hold whatever Sting tries to throw at him. There are zealots here. Cybernetics core is now done. Warp gate tech should be coming in momentarily. There it is, as additional gateways are now being placed down. Oh, Grubby now in a very good situation, but how long will it last? These zealots cannot engage against these marines like this. They do need to back away, and these 3 zealots will run all the way home without saying we, because things have not gone well. There is about a 4 harvester difference between these two armies right now. It looks as though Sting may try to set up a barracks, but Grubby, set up a command center, but Grubby needs to know if his opponent is trying to go for an economic game or go for an all-in attempt. And it looks like it is a counter-attack with Cloaked Banshees. This is the worst possible thing that Grubby can fight against right now. He doesn't have a robotics facility. He doesn't even have a forge. Without detection, this is a surefire loss. here, as the Stalker may try to get some damage off onto some of those units. You can see that the Marines are getting picked a little bit. A Zealot taking a little bit too much damage there. As you can see, the one Stalker did get off one kill. SCV is going to slip inside. It's going to take a look around, spot that there is no robotics facility, and then be very, very happy that it chose cloaked Banshees. Banshee now being trained up. SCV will get taken down here in just a second. Are we perhaps going to see... Oh, there is that Nexus. And Grubby setting up a Nexus and setting up an additional 2 gateways. If he was going up against Bio, would be the perfect choice. But he is going to be going up against cloaked Banshee harassment. And... this will be like the good old days of Wings of Liberty beta, where Terran players auto-win because Protoss players don't build a robotics facility. Robotics facility now coming in. This is going to be cutting it very, very close. The Marines, do they spot the... Yes, they do spot that gateway and that pylon now. They will shoot it down. Warp gate tech. Oh, down it goes. As the building did finish its upgrade to warp gate tech, but not going to be able to do anything else there. Oh, what is this? Supply block. Robotics facility needs to hurry up and finish and warp in an observer as quickly as possible. Still needs about another 10 seconds or so. Meanwhile, cloaking field needs about another 35 seconds. This is going to become a very, very close fight here, as a Zealot unable to get up onto the high ground. Probes are now mining down here at the low ground. Sting now with the supply advantage somehow. Harvester count is now 25 to 29. A couple of Stalkers, and now a Banshee is here, causing so many problems. Observer needs to come out to play, and it looks like it will be coming out to play, but rallied to the wrong point. The Stalker, or the Banshee, now taking a bit of damage, but there's only one Stalker here, so the Stalker taking actually a lot more damage than it should. Banshee now hiding off in between the corners right here. A little bit of a no man's land situation. Can't really do anything at all, as the Stalkers want to shoot down this Banshee. They cannot allow this Banshee to stay here. If that Banshee stays there, these Stalkers and these units really pretty much can't move. This one Banshee, this 250 resource Banshee, is locking down 3 Stalkers, an Observer, and a Sentry for good measure. Alright, Siege Tank with Siege Tech now coming in. We are going into a second cloaked Banshee as well. We may see a swap here. This is a variation on, I guess, a 1-1-1 build, but he does have an additional barracks here. And Sting is pretty much moving into an all-in situation. Grubby wants this game to go long. Sting wants to finish it. And will he be pulling off SCVs? SCVs, nope, they are all still grouped together right now. Not quite sure why Sting is having such a large group of SCVs back at home. His harvester count is up to 28 now. At 30, he will be oversaturated. Grubby sitting at 57 over 76. Sting with a monstrous lead in terms of army size. And Grubby now needs to get Colossi. This is going to be a little bit of a dangerous point here. Colossus, is it being chrono boosted? Yes, it is. Are we going to get enough units? We don't know. As Grubby tries to figure out what he's going to be doing next. Are we perhaps going to see some force fields? There's the SCV all-in attempt by Sting. This is going to be pretty much for all the marbles, as there is one Banshee or 2 Banshees in the air here. Siege tanks do have Siege Tech, and this is going to be the problem. Siege tanks with Siege Tech, there's the force field, but it's only going to buy so much time, as the SCVs are going to arrive here as well. All of them just pushing up against the ledge here. You can see one Sentry getting taken down oh so quickly. One Banshee here locking down 2 units, as the Banshees are now just moving together. Those 3 Banshees have very, very high DPS output. And now the Siege Tanks are just going to play hop, skip, and a jump inside the main base. Alright, SCVs only 13 left here, as Zealots now coming in and flanking from the far side. Probes now coming off. Is Grubby gonna hold this? There is one Colossus, but all the Marines are focusing down. That is not a good place for the Colossus to be able to focus down many of the Marines, but a new wave of reinforcements, as there are still 3 cloaked Banshees in the air. A 4th one now joins in on the fight. Breathes a sigh of relief, knowing that the rest of his fellow comrades did not leave him behind. And it looks like Sting is going to break down the front door, already doing so. Grubby is not going to be able to hold, and Sting will be your IEM winner from Singapore. unless Grubby creates some magic with just Stalkers and Colossus against Siege Tanks, Banshees, SCVs, and Marines. Alright. Okay, I was going to say one out of position Siege Tank in the back. Sting is still doing all the necessary small things to make sure that he doesn't throw this game away. And with all of these Marines, all he needs to do is back away here. And he knows that, oh, what is this? Zealots coming in from the far side here. Siege Tanks, Stalkers engaging Grubby. This is game 5. He knows that he does not want to give the GG until it is completely over. And there is the GG. Well played. Congratulations. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.